support this resolution, a motion, even though there is no tie. So I will exercise my vote and my right. I vote aye.
Wait, brother, put down your guns, brother, because the mayors and the city council of the two cities in America. Good damn afternoon, American. Jericho Green here with you once again. What's going on, everybody? Good to see your sun-shining faces. Now, before we get to the fun stuff, you know how it was when you were a kid. You got the food you like on your plate, and then you got your veggies. That's the business. Let's handle the business first, shall we? So you take a look at the banks. You think that nothing's wrong, but look under the hood, and it's a mess. Everyone's getting itchy feet. Commercial property, car loans, credit cards, they're all at all-time highs. Why chance it for a 3% return? Get Noble Gold Investments on your side, so even if the banks crash again, you'll be okay. They'll talk to you about keeping safe with precious metals. Their experts are waiting right now to offer you a free quarter-ounce gold standard coin if you qualify. Act now before it's too late. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com, the only gold company that I trust. Booyakasha. Good to be here. Make sure you guys hit the description box. Hit that link to my new YouTube channel, Green's House. I'll put a link to my latest video before I'm recording another one today. I'm hooking up with a very interesting person today. But the last one that I did was with pro boxer Tony Hernandez. Make sure you check that out. And today I want to talk about some crazy shit. Like the irony, all aboard the Irony Express. This is too much. But we're going to talk about it. That's why I'm talking about it with you, because I need you. I can't do this shit on my own. You guys are my therapists as well. I need to lay down on your couch and get it out. So, you have the mayor of Chicago, and he, along with the Chicago City Council, officially called for a ceasefire. Makes sense. Chicago is extremely violent. They have over 6,000 homicides for last year, over 2,000 shootings last year. That's a lot. That calls for a ceasefire, my friends, if I've ever seen one needed. This is it. For years, I've even been talking about it for the last 5-6 years I've been on here. Chicago has been a fucking war zone. That's why I call it America's shooting range. Chicago PD has a 17% clearance rate, and that's not for the police being inept and unable to do their job. It's from that hood code that I'm not talking to the police. So if police don't have information, they can't solve the fucking crime. So Lil Pookie or whoever is just going to have to be airbrushed on your t-shirt, and that's it. But I'm glad that Mayor Johnson finally did this. Did you hear about Mayor Googly Eyes, the eater of puss? That troll, that's the troll. You ever wondered, what does that troll look like in Billy Goat's Gruff? It was mayor of Chicago for years. Did she ever call for a ceasefire? No. Did she ever sit down with the head gangbangers in town and call for a ceasefire? No. But Mayor Brandon Johnson, with the help of the city council, officially called for a cease. Hold on a second, guys. It's my producer in my ear. What's up, man? Yeah, you know I'm in the middle of a damn video. Yes, I'm talking about Mayor Brandon Johnson finally doing the right thing and calling for a ceasefire in the city of... Where? So he called for it over there. Oh, shit, why didn't you call me before? Now I look like a jack. Talk to you later. Guys, I come to you humbled. Turns out the mayor of Chicago and the Chicago City Council did not call for a ceasefire in the city of Chicago. They officially called for a ceasefire in Gaza. Gaza is like 8,000 miles away from Chicago. There's no people from Chicago dying over there. There's nobody from Chicago getting shot over there. There's nobody from Chicago over there cradling their dead child in their arms in the middle of the street because they got disrespected. No. They called for a ceasefire in Gaza. And just the other day, the city of Minneapolis, their city council, their dumb ass called for the same thing. Oh, wait, brother, put down your guns, brother, because the mayors and the city council of the two cities in America called for ceasefire. So let's bury all of the conflict from the last 2,000 years, brother, because they called for ceasefire. That don't mean shit. It's empty. It's virtue signaling. It means nothing. No one in Gaza is happier or more healthy or more safe because these two dummies call for a ceasefire in their Democrat-run shithole war zones. Now, we're going to play a game. You guys know I like to play games. And we're going to play a brand new game. This is the very first episode. I'm glad that you guys are here because you never forget your first. But we are going to enjoy the first episode of a brand new show. It's a game show that America is going to love. It's called Chicago or Gaza. And now, your host, Jericho Green. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a seat. Have a seat. That's right. I'm your host, and welcome to the first episode of Chicago or Gaza. That's where I show you two pictures split screen, and you let me know, is it Gaza or Chicago? So let's get started with our first picture, Chicago or Gaza, photo 1. So which one is it? Which one of these photos is Chicago or Gaza? Contestants, you will hit the left buzzer for Chicago or the right buzzer for Gaza. So let's check in on the first picture. Contestants, is it Chicago or Gaza? All right. Answers are locked. No more answers. Now, let's go to picture number 2 on the right. Is that Chicago or Gaza? All right, let's get back to our host. Thank you, guys. So, which one was it? Was the picture on the left Gaza or Chicago? Or was the picture on the right Gaza or Chicago? As I said, that is the first picture. Now, let's move on to the second picture. Is this Chicago or Gaza? All right, you have the building on the left. Contestants, is that Chicago or Gaza? Left button for Chicago, right button for Gaza. All right, answers are locked. Now, on to the picture on the right. Is it Chicago or Gaza? All right, lock your answers in. And now back to our host, Jericho Green. Thank you very much. Please have a seat, people. So here's how we do it. We're going to go back to the first picture. Audience, you let me know. What do you think? Picture number 1. On the left, is that Chicago or Gaza? I have the answers right here. So the picture on the left is Gaza. That's right. Even though it looks a lot like the picture on the right, which is the Chicago O'Hare Airport. Hard to tell the difference, right? Probably that lady in the back with a big old booty. They don't got those in Gaza. Now, for the second picture. The picture on the left, is that Gaza or Chicago? You let me know. For this one, we're going to go to the comment section. We're going to check in with the audience. You tell me. Put in A, if you think it's Gaza, the picture on the left, or B, if you think it's Chicago. For the picture on the right, C, if you think it's Gaza, and D, if you think it's Chicago. The answer might shock you. So I will be looking out in the comment section for what you guys think, which building is Gaza or Chicago. And when I was finding these pictures, I was like, man, I almost forgot which one's Gaza and which one's Chicago. So when you have a flood, some even might call it an invasion of illegals, and you have them, asylum seekers, my bad. But when you have asylum seekers in America, which I still think is a first world country as of right now, I think we might be losing that. And you have pictures of refugees from a war 8,000 miles away, and you can't tell the difference. Maybe the mayor of that city should probably take a big gulp of shut the up and fix your city. But they don't give a damn. Chicagoans, what else do you need to know? They're busting these fools in at night while you're sleeping. You're sleeping and they're busting these fools in under the cover of night. And the rec center that you were playing basketball at last night is no longer open for you. You can't even go in there. And now they're calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. Why? Because the safety of the residents of Gaza is more important to them than the safety of the residents in their own city. This is proof. I will put a link in the description box so you can see the ridiculous footage of the mayor of Chicago declaring a ceasefire in a foreign war like they're going to give a fuck. Make sure you hit the description box, like, subscribe, share to my new channel, Green's House. I will be uploading a brand new video today. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit FD cries. Utilize the Linktree link and make sure you get in that description box and hit the link to my new channel, Green's House. I am Jericho Green. And man, I'm out.